What's up, everybody? If I start coughing, I do apologize. I'm getting over a bit of a bug that I had. But wanted to show a quick video. It's mainly 3D prints. I did get two little things from Temu. So it kind of coincides with this video. Hence, it's a prop for your action figures that you can use in photography and whatnot. But let's go ahead and get the Temu stuff out of the way, and then we can focus on the 3D prints. As you know, on some of my previous videos, I've picked up different things that work and don't work from the Temu app. I picked up a set of dumbbells, and they were extremely too small. But I came across these, which were a little bit bigger, as you can tell right here. And this is actually a necklace charm. And I'm going to show you what it looks like, but it fits pretty well with a G.I. Joe classified figure. So I bought two of them to try them out. I like the size of it, so I ended up buying several of them. But it comes on a chain that you see right here, and I just took it off the chain. But I will tell you, if you're into diodes and stuff, to save your chains that some of these come on, because you can use those in other diode projects. I can't get this bag open, so I'm just going to show you. But it's attached to that. It does have a small hole in it right there, but you can hide that in photography. That's where the chain goes into the charm. But yeah, save your chains because you can utilize those in different dioramas and stuff. And so far, making these stands a little bit bigger are working well for the G.I. Joe figures. You definitely need to make the infill at least 25 to 35% to help with the weight of the figure. Otherwise, it'll just flip backwards. But these stands were by Land Speeder Luke, and they work real well. And I just increased the size in my slicer software. The next thing I'm going to show you is from Temu. This is like a little diorama set. And to give you an idea, that is a 3 3/4, 4-inch figure. I probably would say 4-inch because that's part of the G.I. Joe, 25th anniversary, but that's Wild Bill. That's a little motorcycle that I got a long time ago. It's a custom, but I wanted to put it inside this. This is actually a dio that came from Temu, and I want to say I paid $8.98 for it. And I was hoping it was going to scale a little bit larger. It does not. Now, it's super small, but if you think about it and build like a warehouse for your 4-inch Joes and put this like in the corner somewhere, it's like a workshop in their base, working on some quick things. But let me show you right quick. And yeah, this is a beautiful custom that someone painted. I want to say it was off Instagram, called Agrippa, Agrippa. But it's been many years, so I don't recall if that's the correct name. But the wheel comes off. Those little shocks come off the pegboard. But what's kind of cool is it also has a little working light. So, yeah, that's just pretty cool that you can use in your 4-inch G.I. Joes. And like I said, it was super cheap. And it's just amazing some of the stuff you can find on that app. But let's get into the 3D prints right quick. Most of these prints came from files that I purchased from Land Speeder Luke's Patreon account. He does wonderful files that he designs, and it's just fun. That's the first Patreon and the only one I'm a part of, but it's well worth the money that you put into it on getting what you want. The other print are these benches I've showed you before, but I actually threw some paint on them. By 3D Tucker, I believe it is. And this one's just all stainless steel looking one. I am going to try to put some wash on this and put some rust effects on it, or at least attempt to. But it scales real well with G.I. Joe classified size figures. This one right here, I did a two-tone color. I did the seat in the back green, and then the framework silver right there. Still got a little bit of cleaning up to do and stuff. But you get them strings from 3D printing and sometimes from the paint itself. But yeah, these were two little fun projects to work on, and real happy with that. I'm a little nervous using the washes and stuff because I've never done it before. I've watched tons of videos on it. And speaking of washes, let me just show you. I'm going to use this right here. The guy at the collectible shop said that's a good wash to use. And then I found this off of Amazon. It's like a desert type wash because, as you see in the background, those are the Star Wars, what do you call it, vaporators that I've showed you in some previous videos. Right here, I might have shown this off before. I can't recall. I know I've showed you the calyx type furniture thing that I got from Temu. This was developed by Landspeeder Luke. So I printed it. It printed a whole lot better like that going up than this way because I had to put supports the other way. This way there was no supports. So I was real happy how this turned out. This is the table from the Millennium Falcon where they play the game. It's stock PLA, so it hasn't been painted or anything like that. But this is that chessboard type game that they played. And also, now this might fall apart because it's in 3 sections. I'm going to try not to. That right there is the seat that's in the Millennium Falcon. Now, my printer is not the biggest printer in the world, and I just found out that you can cut objects and actually print them to fit your bed. So the actual bench part worked perfect. It's got a little bit of roughage right there, but, you know, it brings a character to it. But that's the cushion. These 2 pieces. This was 1 piece. So what I did was in the slicer software, I cut it, got rid of one part, printed it, did it again, and then, you know, swapped it out. But it's 2 pieces. I'm going to glue those together. In order for it to print, I had to do it like that. Has some nice greeble type textures up here on the top, buttons, different gadgets. And again, this is the bench off of Star Wars, the Millennium Falcon, the table where they're all just kind of chilling out. And I think I've showed this off. These were some greebles that I printed. Most of these, I want to say 90% of them came from various Landspeeder Luke files, but you can kind of mismatch and put them in all sorts of different dios. Now you can see right here, this one printed a lot better than this one. Not sure why, but you could see some of the pockets came up from the infill. You know, 3D printing is still a learning process. Excuse me. Now, when I first painted these a metallic silver, they really popped like metal. Then I put a clear coat on it and kind of dulled it some, but I wanted to protect the paint because I was going to be putting washes and such on it. I like the way it still looked, but I did enjoy that sheen that it previously had. This right here is a door that messed up. It did not do good. It kind of warped off the raft. I was going to chunk it, but, you know, there's battle damaged doors in the Star Wars universe. So I went ahead and threw some metallic paint on it, put some clear coat on it. And I can't recall the clear coat that I was using, but I was going to ask some fellow people if they had some of the same issues, because I'll show you something in just a minute. But yeah, I can glue this on some XPS foam board and just have a door into a wall, you know, put some, you know, different greebles or mechanics right there. So it'll do pretty well. So we got that right there. Now the rest of these right here are all the Star Wars, I think it's called the Vaporators. And I've showed you these in the red format because that's before I painted them. Let me go ahead and show you this one first. All right, so I got 3 of these, and this one I painted rust colored. The whole thing's rust colored. But then I put the clear coat on to protect the paint, and you can see this cloudiness. So I don't know if I put too much clear coat on it, or, you know, was it the weather that day? But you can tell where the clear coat kind of is on there thick. So I'm still learning and messing with that stuff. But what I'm going to attempt to do with this one is wet it in several spots, put salt on it, and then I'm going to hit it with the white paint and then scratch it off with a toothbrush. And I'm hoping that'll do a good rust effect. I've seen several videos. People use hairspray or water. I'm going to just go with water and see how that goes. And hopefully the rust will kind of look like it's coming through. These two are the same exact model right here. You can still see a couple little pieces of the red and stuff. Again, I'm still learning and practicing with rattle cans and such. But I'm planning on putting the dark wash on one of these and the desert wash on one of these. And I'm going to do a quick little video follow-up to let y'all know how they turned out. But let me grab a Star Wars figure right quick and just stand them up next to these. Even though I've showed them previously how big they are, might be a new person watching this video. But from the base, you can tell it's got some good size to it right here, especially that one that I'm going to show you in a minute. All right, so this right here, this one comes with this top, and it's a whole lot taller than this one right here. And that's because before I figured out some of the settings on my printer, I couldn't get the tall one to work. And these came in many different sections. And then this top didn't go up there, but I forgot to print another one of these tops. So I said, you know what, let me just make it different looking. And I glued, let me see, that one on there. And it's just a greeble that I did. These pieces were separate that I inserted in. This piece is a greeble off a whole different file. Those parts are different files, but you know, they just look kind of cool right there. This one I put right there, and then this one I put right there. It just kind of give it a little bit more character. And I'm going to put washes on both of these, and to show you the size of how this looks. All right, this is the shorter one right here. And then this is the taller one right there, to give you an idea. So definitely looking forward to putting some washes on those and at least trying to do it. If anything, I'm going to have fun learning the process. Again, I apologize for my voice. Just wanted to get this video out there. I had a huge toy haul come in from Big Bad Toy Store and a couple of figures from Valaverse. And I got to set up the table to film those because I'm really happy about this haul video. And I can't wait to show it to y'all and crack some of those open and try to figure out room to put these new figs. But let me know how I did on the paint job and the such. And any advice on what clear coats folks use, let me know. I'll try to take a picture of the one that I use and put it at the end of this video. Other than that, hope you enjoyed the vid, and I hope you're finding some good figures out there. Have fun. Later. Bye.